My weight definitely has something to do with it, There are just some really hot girls that are just in a whole separate category, it's a whole different class almost, that I wouldn't even think about approaching them because, just my self-esteem, I guess, I just know that they see themselves as different than me, and for that reason, I don't approach them. Do I go after thin or fit girls? Not necessarily. Is part of that due to what I just talked about? Maybe I have a better chance of going after a heavier set girl. That might be the case. I don't know if that's, it might be something subconscious, but, I really am a personality guy and like a pretty face. Everything else can change, and hopefully we'll be able to attest for that, Physical stuff is not permanent, so.
There can be a moment, maybe I'm having a good day, and I look in the mirror, and I catch myself at the right angle. I'm like, you are looking good today. And it feels so wonderful to see that on those days. But there are days when I look at myself, and I can say, I hate you, and mean it. And that's not fair. It's how I look, and it's not necessarily my decision to look that way. A lot of people don't understand that there are different body types. There's someone who's meant to be thin, someone who's meant to be tall and muscular, and there are pudgy people. And a lot of them are so depressed because of experiences they've had because of their weight that they don't see a point in fixing it ever. I got to that point where I didn't care. And bringing myself out of that hole wasn't for anyone else but myself, so that I could look in my own eyes and not hate myself.
10 years ago, no. Would I consider myself tough-skinned about my weight? Not 10 years ago. Today, yeah, man, like I take jokes, you know what I mean? Because like I've done a lot of shit that, a lot of people don't get to do in life. You know what I mean? So I really don't give a fuck what you have to say about my weight now.
Now it's turned into complete jealousy. All my friends are, happily married, or they have children, and they're all thin and beautiful and have great jobs, and they're all in the union and they're all working. And me, I have 4 part-time jobs and can't maintain a relationship.
Yes and no. Because my dad was 550 pounds. So with my dad being that big, me being big as I am, I don't feel as bad. Because I don't see myself ever getting to that weight. But he was that big, he had the stomach stapling and the whole shebang. He woke up on the table, and he told the story about when he woke up on the operating table and saw half his body over here and half his body over there, and it put him right back to sleep. Because they didn't give him enough anesthesia, so he just passed out when he saw his body. And he went from 550 to 140. So he was sick and tired of wrestling. He couldn't eat anything because his body went through too much of a transition. So I never see myself going that far, I don't think.
I mean, like the first memory I have of something like that is a girl named Tara Cloutier in 5th grade in Holyoke, Massachusetts that would call me fat and made jokes in front of the classroom where you just want to like cry and just leave, school. And I was there's something in Massachusetts, in Western Mass, called the Big E. It's the Eastern States Exposition. And they have rides and kind of a carnival thing, but they also have animals and kids getting prizes for like the 4-H club. And so I was like 8 years old, and the thing that she told everyone in school was that I did ride the elephant. You can ride the elephant when you go there. So she must have seen me, and she said I rode the elephant and it died. Now, I'm the age I am now. I could like cry telling you that. You know what I mean? Like that stuff just.
It could be it's addictive. So yeah. People take it when they sad, upset. So it could be something like a drug. People do drugs when they're sad and upset, and when they're going through things people eat. So it can be a drug, yes.
I can't help it. I'm addicted to junk food. And
junk food, ice cream, cookies, cake, candy bars, anything sweet. I love it. I will pick a candy bar over breakfast any day.
I was homeless for a little while, just living out of my car, but I had a job and I was making everything work. I didn't want anyone to know. But the only thing I could afford was McDonald's. And I was barely eating, but I was gaining so much weight that it was repulsive. It was ridiculous. And I'm working with kids, being physical every day, didn't have the energy to do it.
Yeah, I believe my weight did attribute to parts of the divorce that's going on here. I was considerably skinnier. She's a young, beautiful woman. We're 20 years difference in our age. She says, she loves me very much, but, just things have changed. And one of it is I've gained a lot of weight. And she doesn't have to say it. I'm not that dumb. And, you can love somebody, but she loved who she met. She didn't fall in love with who someone's going to turn into. What can I do? Well, stop eating for one. And it's hard. I have 3 loves: my children, my wife, and my food. And on that order.
I would like to be a part of Being Fat Sucks just for the title within itself because it just does suck. And I feel like I've been working the last 20 years trying to fight it that people can survive being fat and you can work hard and you can maintain relationships and stuff like that. And I guess it's finally hit to the point that if you can't beat them, join them. And I need to bring the next 20 years better than the last 20 because looking back, I've only fooled myself.
I have this really bad overconfidence problem. For a fat guy, I'm just like, I'm a sexy motherfucker. I'm like the fat girls on Ricky Lake. Those girls that get up there like, you ain't getting none of this. I have that problem to some degree. But, and that's just me more being a clown than anything. But it doesn't keep me from doing anything. I'll still go out. Obviously, I can't do some stuff. Suck air and sweat like a pig. That's the worst, actually. That's probably the worst thing. The worst thing about being fat for me isn't so much that it affects my confidence, is I sweat all the goddamn time. I'm sweaty. It's 30 degrees outside. I'm sweaty. And it's like, Jesus, we're sitting in a restaurant, and I'm pouring sweat. My wife's like, what's wrong with you? What are you, on crack or something? But it's just being a fat guy.
Friends come over, they get drunk, they want to eat. When you eat, you got to drink, can't be throwing up in my house. So we all just eat. So they're not all fat, though. They're the skinny ones.
I love to party. I am the center of attention and the main attraction each and every time I go out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'll beat you up if you say different. Seriously, I will beat you up.
I did secret eating. I mean, it wasn't really binge eating, but it was ice cream by yourself, macaroni and cheese by yourself, after school, and then eat dinner. It was just this weird, I still couldn't really explain it to you why, but I was definitely alone and had food to be whatever, a friend, something creative, something I had control over, even though it's out of control, I could do that.
Unfortunately, really bad food is almost the cheapest. Take fast food, for instance, go there and get, 3,000 calories for $2 or something crazy like that. And in general, going around trying to shop for, vegetables and stuff, we're trying to make this slow change. You can see, how much more expensive it is. It's no wonder that you see so much obesity in some of the poorer areas, some of the urban areas. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think there's definitely a pattern there.
I've seen food kill some people faster than drugs. So, yeah, so yeah.
Well, it's a double sword, okay? Because I'm from New York, and I saw very ugly things. And so I consciously made myself fat because I thought me being fat, that no guy could throw me around, beat me up, or kill me. I could fight, which is not, I'm a woman, I'm just rough around I'm a lady, I'm just rough around the edges. But with my weight, because I'm 250, a guy can't just easily punch me out. I could handle my own. So I used to use my fat as a protector, because I'm strong, I'm tough. You know what I'm talking about?
You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who are you? And that's the thing. It's I do believe in myself, but I've let go of who I am. I'm not a fat person. I have allowed myself to get this bad, but I don't want to be here. I want to be loving myself again. I don't love myself right now.
Well, my name is Ron Lambert.
My name is Self-esteem.
Hi, my name is Scott.
My name is Megan Lynn Allen.
Mike Roberts.
My name is Latasha James.
My name is Daniel Sanchez.
My name is Smalls.
My name is Fahad.
My name is Fawaz.
My name is Tanya J. Snow.
My name is Jack.